Another way to end your lines is with a splice, an end splice. This one is not very nice, but I'll show you how to make one, and I will make one that probably looks a bit nicer than this as well. But an end splice, it has the advantage of, if you taper it like this, it's a bit thicker at the end, of course, but there's not any bumps or anything that will hold up the line. If it's something that is important for you, that it can easily go in and out of things, an end splice could be the solution. And this is also very strong end. It will not fall apart easily, so it will protect your ropes. So to start this, I will use my homemade rope with 3 colors. It makes it a bit easier for you to see, I think. So I'll leave that in view so you can see what the end goal is. So what I need to do, this one will unravel very easily, so I will struggle a bit with it. But if you go to the end, you'll need to start by taking one of the parts over the next one, and this one over this one, and then this one over, and it will be locked like this. And this is how you can start a splice. So you need to tighten this up, and this is the first step that will lock the line. So when I've done this, my line should then be okay. So see it, this is like a flat end now to this rope, and now I'm in a situation where I can start splicing. So the black one is here, goes over the red and under the black. The white one is here, it goes over the black and under the white. And the red one here goes over the red, over the white and under the red, like that. That's what I did last time as well, but I did only 2 and then I thought it looked wrong, but now I can tighten it a bit and it actually looks better. It looks fine. Like that. We can now continue. So normal way, over one, under the next. Over one, under the next. Over one, under the next. Tighten it. Yeah, see we're getting there. This top doesn't look that nice, but it's because this one got turned around a bit. I would have looked better with a proper rope, actually, I think. You'll see when I make it on the rope, it will look better. Let's do one more. The length of this is a bit depending on how slippery your rope is. If it's really slippery rope, you need to do more. If it's a more friction rope, you can do less, so maybe 3 would be enough for some ropes, even 2, at least as a base. But I will taper this and I will show you this as well, because usually when you do this you want a smooth ending and then you want this tapered, because if we just end it here you will have like a lump. So what we'll do now is that we will skip one of them and we'll continue with 2 of them. So we'll take the white, and we'll take the white one more. Actually I started with the white, so we'll skip the black one instead. because it's more natural to go this direction. And I'll do the red. So now we've done 2 of them, 1 more, and I will take the red yet one. So I'll end up there. Like that. We tighten it a bit. And this is where we get to. I'm not going to cut these because I'm going to reuse them, but as you can see, we now have a tapered end, so it slowly gets wider, and then here you have the maximum width, and then it's ended there. So this is the principle of an end splice. So let's try and make that on a rope and see how that looks. So I'll use a bit thicker rope like this. It's a bit sad to cut this because there's nothing wrong with it, but let's do that. At least I will save a piece. I can do something with that. This dimension, easiest to cut with a knife. Like that. And before I do anything else, I will melt it at the end. I will make it so much easier, and I will melt it quite a lot so it doesn't fall apart, because when you do splicing, that's something that you don't like. That will be fine. That's stuck. Good. And that's cooling down a bit. Melted plastic sticks to your skin. It's really warm. Not so nice to get on your fingers, but of course that's a hazard playing around with this. If you're too eager, you will get burnt sometimes. So there we are. So let's start to unwrap this, or decide really now. I think we'll do this the smart way. We'll put a block. So let's say we need some endings here. So let's say we'll do it from here. So I'll just make sure it doesn't unravel too much. So we'll just put a line on there for now. That's good enough. So now let's see. This is cold enough, maybe too cold, so maybe I can't pull it apart. Let's see. Yeah, I could. Okay, so open it up until we get to my stopper there. And here we go then. So we need to start by taking this part over this part. This part will then lock this part and go over the next part. And this part will lock this one and go over this part. So in that loop there. And this will then close down to a good starting point. Tighten it up a bit. I'm twisting it a bit as well because it unwraps it well, and I always preferred when you can see the rope rather than just the loose strands when you see. But it's really hard with some modern ropes. It gets flat typically. So see, like that. Oh, can't get it much better right now. We can take this away. Don't need that. We are in this position. And it's very slippery rope, as you can see. It loosens itself as soon as so we need to start doing the splicing so we can start tensioning this up. So normal splice above, under the next, and we'll do the first turn here before we tension tension this. So here we are. And now we can start getting some. Now it's also important that you balance this. You want it to be equal shape, good tension all around. That's good enough. We'll do more tensioning after the next. So we do another one. 1, 2, and 3. And like that. Not too bad. Okay. Tension both each strand like this. And then you pull in the rope as well. When it looks balanced and okay, it's probably okay. So I didn't make very long strands here, so I will actually say this is enough, and I will taper from here. So that means I will leave one of the strands and I will take 2 strands further on. So over one, under one ended there. I've taken 2, one more turn, and I'm now going to take one more turn with the last one. So we'll move what will look best. No, take this one. One more. There we are. The right tension. Does it look okay? Tensioning that, tensioning that, tensioning that, and tensioning the whole thing. Looks fine. Now we cut these off, and typically we leave a bit, or my preference is to actually melt the end quite close. It looks nicer. So I think this is quite good to do with a knife, because then you can control the length by the slackness you have here. So if I cut it like that, for instance, that's way too short if you don't melt. If you don't melt, you need to leave, in this case, maybe 20 millimeters. But I'm going to melt these, so that will work as a stopper as well. So that's fine. And I'm looking, there it is. So now we melt this. There we are. And they looks quite okay. And there you can see we have a tapered end splice.